Welcome to today's video where we explore the remarkable journey of Jorge Mario Bergoglio, the man who would become Pope Francis. From his humble beginnings in Buenos Aires to becoming the leader of the Catholic Church and the first pope from the Americas, his life story is one of compassion, simplicity, and reform. Join me as we discover how this Jesuit priest rose to become one of the most influential religious leaders in the world, reshaping the papacy through his focus on mercy, environmental stewardship, and the poor. Jorge Mario Bergoglio was born on December 17, 1936, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, to Italian immigrant parents. Growing up in a middle-class neighborhood, young Jorge experienced the ordinary joys and challenges of Argentine life. Before finding his religious calling, he worked as a chemical technician and even worked as a bouncer at a nightclub. This early connection to everyday working people would later influence his approach to leadership. At age 21, while planning to propose to his girlfriend, Bergoglio experienced what he described as a profound spiritual moment that changed the course of his life. He entered the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, in 1958, taking his first vows in 1960. His Jesuit formation included studying humanities in Chile and returning to Argentina to earn a degree in philosophy. After teaching literature and psychology, he completed his theological studies and was ordained a priest in 1969. Father Bergoglio's leadership abilities were recognized early. He became the provincial superior of the Jesuits in Argentina from 1973 to 1979, during the country's dirty war, a period that would later bring controversy regarding his role during the military dictatorship. He served as rector of the philosophical and theological faculty of San Miguel, and later as a parish priest in the city. In 1992, Pope John Paul II appointed him auxiliary bishop of Buenos Aires. Just 6 years later, he became Archbishop of Buenos Aires, and in 2001, St. John Paul II made him a cardinal. Throughout these years, he maintained his characteristic simplicity, choosing to live in a simple apartment rather than the Archbishop's palace, cooking his own meals and riding public transportation. The conclave of March 2013 followed the historic resignation of Pope Benedict XVI. On March 13, white smoke billowed from the Sistine Chapel chimney, and Cardinal Bergoglio emerged as Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, the first from the Americas, and the first from the Southern Hemisphere. His choice of the name Francis, after Francis of Assisi, the saint of the poor, immediately signaled his priorities. Pope Francis quickly established himself as a different kind of pope. He declined the traditional papal apartment in the Apostolic Palace, choosing instead to live in the simpler Casa Santa Marta guest house. His "Who am I to judge?" comment regarding gay people reflected a more pastoral approach to contentious issues while maintaining church doctrine. His major encyclicals include Laudato Si, 2015, which addressed environmental issues and climate change as moral concerns, and Fratelli Tutti, 2020, focusing on fraternity and social friendship. His reforms have included restructuring Vatican finances, revamping the Curia, the Church's central administration, and working to address the sexual abuse crisis. Francis has traveled extensively, visiting dozens of countries across 6 continents, emphasizing dialogue with other religions and concern for migrants and refugees. His visits to places like refugee camps, prisons, and impoverished communities demonstrate his belief that the church should be a field hospital after battle. Pope Francis's papacy has not been without challenges. He has faced resistance from more traditional elements within the church who question some of his approaches and priorities. The continuing sexual abuse scandal has tested his leadership, with critics arguing his reforms haven't gone far enough, while supporters point to his stronger actions compared to predecessors. His health has also been a concern, with the Pope undergoing surgery and dealing with mobility issues in recent years. Despite these challenges, he continues to maintain an active schedule. Pope Francis has redefined the modern papacy through his emphasis on mercy, simplicity, and care for the marginalized. Whether visiting refugees, washing the feet of prisoners, or advocating for environmental protection, he has consistently called Catholics and all people of goodwill to look beyond themselves to the needs of others in our common home. His legacy may ultimately be measured not just by policy changes or doctrinal developments, but by how he has modeled a way of leadership focused on compassion and service rather than power and privilege. As Pope Francis continues his papacy, his life journey from the streets of Buenos Aires to the chair of St. Peter remains an extraordinary story of faith in action. Thank you for watching this exploration of the life of Pope Francis. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might be interested in learning about influential world leaders. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let us know which historical or contemporary figures you'd like to see featured in future videos. Until next time.